Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the news postcarded on TayNinhTV with some last events now private as well as nationwide. And now we come into details. Ladies and gentlemen, on the afternoon, June the 25th, the Standing Committee of Provincial People's Council met to give opinions on the contents of the preparations for the first meeting of the new TayNinhTV Provincial People's Council after the merger. And Mr. Nguyễn Mạnh Hùng, Secretary Provincial Party Committee, Chairman Provincial People's Council, chaired the meeting. At the meeting, the Standing Committee of the Provincial People's Council gave opinions on the contents such as appointing personnel to hold the position of Provincial People's Committee members, community-level People's Council delegates, personnel to hold the position as Chairman, Vice Chairman, Head of the People's Council Committee, and Chairman, Vice Chairman of the People's Committee of the community-level administrative units formed after the merger. Giving opinions on personnel of the Provincial People's Council committees, the Chief of Office, Deputy Chiefs of Office of the National Assembly Delegation and Provincial People's Council, assigning the Standing Committee of Provincial People's Council to monitor the locality working program of the Standing Committee of Provincial People's Council until the end of the term, handover and receipt of assets achieved when merging provinces and many other contents. The contents of the meeting have been closely coordinated, reviewed, and promptly prepared by the Standing Committee of the Provincial People's Council and the Standing Committee of Long An Provincial People's Council. This content will be presented at the first section of the new TayNinhTV Provincial People's Council after the merger, and the section is scheduled to take place on July the 1st. And on June 25th, the Secretary Provincial Party Committee, Nguyễn Mạnh Hùng, led the delegation to visit and inspect the preparations at the exam sites for the 2025 high school graduation exam. The delegation included the Vice Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee, Đoàn Trung Kiên, Head of the Exam Steering Committee.
The delegation visited the exam sites including TayNinhTV High School, TayNinhTV City, Lý Thường Kiệt High School, and Nguyễn Chí Thành High School, Hoa Thanh Thảo. Up to now, all preparations for the exam have been completed. The exam sites have the best conditions in terms of facilities and personnel to serve the exam according to the regulations of the Ministry of Education and Training. Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee, Nguyễn Mạnh Hùng, emphasized the importance of the 2025 high school graduation exam. Therefore, the exam sites need to perform well in this exam work, minimizing the occurrence of unfortunate incidents. On this occasion, the Provincial Party Secretary was on to complete that as well. The 2025 high school graduation exam to take place safely, seriously, in accordance with regulations and achieve the highest results.
And in the afternoon of June 25th, the Vietnam Thailand Front Committee of the Non-Province held the fourth conference, term the 11th of 2024 to 2029. The head of the Provincial Party Committee's Organization Committee and Chairman of Vietnam Thailand Front Committee of the Non-Province, Võ Đức Trung, chaired the conference. The conference heard a report on the results of the front work in the first 6 months of 2025 with many prize polls. The front at all levels mobilized the fund for the poor for more than 37 billion Vietnam dong and reaching for 251% of the plan. The building and repairing for 525 houses for the poor households, supporting tens of thousands of gifts for the people in difficult circumstances. The scholarships for the poor students and other social security activities continue to spread widely in the community, with a total mobilized and allocated resource up to tens of billion Vietnam dong. Activities of monitoring, criticizing, grasping public opinion, caring for ethnic minorities, religions, and overseas Vietnamese continue to be implemented effectively. The conference also recorded many discussion opinions contributing to implementing solutions suitable to reality. On this occasion, the conference passed the decision to end the activities of the Vietnam Thailand Front Committee at the 3 levels province of district and commune from June 30th of 2025.
On the morning of June 25th, the Tourism Association of TayNinhTV Province and the Tourism Association of Long An Province held a conference to develop a project to merge the two units. With the theme Strong Unification, Prosperous Connection, the program was an opportunity for the two units to strengthen their orientations and initially discuss the merger plan in order to strengthen the connection and coordination in tourism activities between the two localities. At the conference, the Tourism Associations of Long An and Denham provinces presented a report on the operation of the units, share initial assessments of the potential for connection and tourism development between the two localities. In addition, delegates also focus on analyzing the advantages and difficulties, proposing the organizational structure and direction of operation of the Merged Tourism Association in the coming period, ensuring feasibility and suitability with the tourism development practices of each locality.
And on June 26, the 2025 high school graduation exam officially take place, and up to this point, the high school in the province have fully equipped students with the knowledge and skill to enter the important exam for both the high school graduation and also university and colleges admission. At the same time, the schools selected and exam locations have completed all necessary conditions to serve the exam. At the same time, the schools selected as exam location have completed all necessary conditions to serve the exam. In 2025 high school graduation exam, TayNinhTV province has 11,242 candidates registered to take exam, of which 10,872 candidates are students studying at the high school, including the regular education system, and 370 independent candidates. In order to ensure the exam take place safely, seriously, and in accordance with the regulations, the TayNinhTV Department of Education and Training has proactively prepared adequate facilities for the exam. 20 examination sites were also carefully checked, fully equipped with tables and chairs, lighting system, fans, monitoring equipment, examination rooms, and examination storage rooms according to regulations. The preparation work at the 20 examination site has basically prepared all the conditions for the classroom, the lighting, cabinets for storing exam questions and papers, as well as cameras to monitor the cabinets for storing exam questions and paper and other facilities. The examination sites have been fully prepared to serve well for the 2025 examination. And this year, TayNinhTV province established an examination council with 20 official examination sites and 9 backup examination sites. Little High School of Hoa Tan Thao is one of the official examination sites for the 2025 high school graduation exam. The school have ran for 30 examination rooms, serving for 720 candidates, and up to now, the preparation of facilities in coordination with the related units have been completed and ready for the exam to take place as planned. We had a meeting to deploy in which the electricity department also came to support the school with the electrical inspection, and the fire prevention department came to check the fire prevention conditions, and the medical department also came to support the COVID prevention. As for the Tao Union, we are coordinating with the school to support the exam season. At Lincoln High School, we have fully prepared facilities and equipment for the upcoming exam. This year high school graduation exam will take place in 2 days, from June 26 to the 27th of 2025, and it is an important exam which has decisive meaning for the learning results of the last 3 years of the school, and is a major turning point in the student educational journey. And therefore, in addition to the teachers' efforts to review the students' efforts to study, the role of parents is also extremely important. The parents need to pay more attention to physical training, nutritional care, as well as mental stability for their children during this final stage. And a timely word of encouragement and nutritious meal or a full night's sleep will add the energy and helping the student confidently enter the exam with a confident, comfortable mindset and achieve the best results. And on June 25th, 22 high school in TayNinhTV province enrolled in grade 10 students for the 2005 to 2006 school year in the form of combined entrance exams and admission announced the admission scores. Specifically, TayNinhTV High School has the highest admission score of 14.79 points, followed by Little High School of Hoa Tan Thao with 14.13 points, and the remaining schools have admission score ranging from 4.22 to 12.68 points. And this year, grade 10 entrance exam has 9,743 candidates participating in the exam cabinets with admission. As a result, 9,030 candidates were admitted to high school. And based on the announced benchmark scores, candidates who failed to pass this school can apply for admission to the high school that only organize admission exams or vocational education, continuing education centers in the area.
On the afternoon of June 25th at the Provincial Youth Union Hall, the Congress on the summary of the work of Youth Union and the Young Pioneers in schools in 2024-2025 school year took place. Deputy Secretary of the Provincial Youth Union and Chairwoman of the Provincial Young Pioneers Council TayNinhTV chaired the conference. In 2024-2025 school year, the work of Youth Union and the Young Pioneers in schools in the province was implemented seamlessly and effectively. Notable activities were the coordination activities within the Central Young Pioneers Council to host the Kim Dong Training Camp Level 1 nationwide, the movement Vietnamese children compared to follow and co-host 5 teachings, the English Olympic competition, Young Informatics competition, attracting hundreds of thousands of students to participate. The work to support children in difficult circumstances was over 11.6 billion Vietnam dong. At the conference, certificates of merit from the Provincial Peace Committee and the Provincial Youth Union Executive Committee were awarded to 57 groups and 63 individuals with outstanding achievements in the work of the Youth Union, teams and school youth movements.
And ladies and gentlemen, to celebrate the 10th anniversary of the establishment of the round of the Young National Assembly Deputies of Vietnam, recently at the Party Center Committee, the headquarters, General Secretary Tholam met with the group of Young National Assembly Deputies of the 15th annual. The group of Young National Assembly Deputies was established in 2015, and for Young National Assembly Deputies to exchange, share experiences, discuss issues related to the youth, and participate in contributing opinions that are of interest to the young people in the process of lawmaking, supervision, and decision-making on important issues of the country. The General Secretary Tholam affirmed that the youth are always the vanguard force, the symbol of noble ideals and the spirit of dedication and readiness to sacrifice for the revolutionary cause of the party and the nation. The Young National Assembly Deputies in the country's highest authority must further promote this precious tradition in their role as people's representatives. And the presence of the Young National Assembly Deputies in the National Assembly is not only a great honor, but also a very heavy political responsibility entrusted by the party, the state, and the people. Not only are they representatives of the voice of the young generation, but also an indispensable part of the team that writes policies and plans the country's future in the period of comprehensive renovation. And the General Secretary called on the Young National Assembly Deputies to continue promoting their role in spreading the spirit of renovation, proactively proposing improvements in the election mechanism supervision, voter contest, and application of information technology to improve the efficiency of the National Assembly's operations. At the same time, we must always stick to reality, selectively absorb the quintessence of humanity, proactively research the strategic, enhance forecasting, contribute to building and perfecting the legal system, and meeting the requirements of the developing a socialist-oriented market economy. Young National Assembly Deputies also need to continue to innovate in content, diversify working methods, improve the quality, share experiences, exchange information, knowledge, and skills in the activities of the National Assembly. The Young National Assembly Deputies must be closer to voters, collect voters' opinion, focus on research, propose policy improvements, propose solutions to solve the problems that are still stuck in the process of building and perfecting the legal system, supervising and deciding on the important issues of the country. And to fulfill their noble mission, the General Secretary emphasized that its Young National Assembly delegates need to constantly reflect on themselves, practice, learn, and contribute, not waver in the face of difficulties, not be influenced by the personal interest, and dare to think, dare to do, dare to innovate, and dare to take responsibility. And on the afternoon of June 25th, the Farmers Association of the Province organized a preliminary review of the association's work and the farmers' movement in the first 6 months of 2025. In the first 6 months of the year, the Farmers Association at all levels in the province increased the capital short for the Farmers Support Fund by more than 1.7 billion Vietnam dong, disbursed for 35 projects and lending to over 600 households. coordinated with the Bank for Social Policy to price allowance for the farmers for more than 273 billion Vietnam dong, and the total outstanding debt by the beginning of May of 2025 was nearly 2,100 billion Vietnam dong, with more than 55,000 secondary houses on borrowing. In addition, the union at all levels has also coordinated with the Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development, the Fact Joint Stock Commercial Bank and Military Bank to appraise loans for many members' households and farmers to develop their production and livestock. The union at all levels also participate well in activities to support materials, capital, seeds, fertilizers, pesticides, etc., and activities to promote introduce and consume agricultural products for many farmers' households.
On the afternoon of June 25th, the organizing committee of the 14th TayNinhTV Science and Technology Innovation Competition 2024-2025 held a conference to approve the contents of the competition summary, the winning solutions, and the reward work. According to the draft report from the launch of competition to June 17, 2025, the organizing committee received 48 solutions distributed in 7 fields, a reduction of half of the solutions compared to the previous competition. The organizing committee established the judging panels from June 19 to June 24, 2025. As a result, the judging panel selected 14 winning solutions. In addition to the list of individuals and groups with award-winning solutions, the organizing committee of the contest also proposed to award certificates of merit from the Provincial Bills Committee to 5 groups and 8 individuals, and awards from the organizing committee to 5 groups and 5 individuals.
Possessing beautiful natural landscape and rich cultural identities and well-invested urban infrastructure, Mộc Châu town of Sơn La province has many strengths to organize unique cultural events and many attractive sports competitions also.
The locality has implemented many activities such as Mộc Châu Cultural Tourism Week on September 2nd, Het Thả Festival, Praying for the Rain Festival, Bung Hieng Festival of the Giao Thương People Road Speaking Festival, attracting a large number of tourists to participate and experience. Het Thả Festival is a national intangible cultural heritage, and organizing the Het Thả Festival is one of the forms of preserving and promoting cultural values and serving tourism development. A series of large-scale sporting events have been organized by the locality, such as the Vietnam Trail Marathon, off-road motorcycle racing, hot air balloon flying experience, paragliding, International Yoga Festival. I have a special passion for off-road motorcycles. This is also a very beautiful place where you can boat race and explore. The race gives me a feeling of excitement, thrill, and determination. The beautiful scenery and people here give me a very friendly and wonderful feeling. Our tourist area wishes to accompany the authorities at all levels to be able to spread cultural values, to preserve them as well as to be known by more tourists. With the right orientation, Mộc Châu tourism is making steady progress. The harmonious combination of promoting national cultural identity and promoting the organization of modern sports is creating a strong momentum, helping Mộc Châu tourism to break through and rise, worthy of being the green pearl of the Northwest, an attractive destination on the Vietnamese and international tourism map.
And that's all for today, TTV News. Thank you for being with us, and goodbye for now.